It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. We survived a frigid Halloween night. Oh my goodness, was it cold? And we're cold this morning. Temperatures in the teens, the growing season officially over. So this means that you will no longer see any freeze watches, freeze warnings, because that process has already happened. The growing season done for the year. So we are done with the frost and freeze watches around our area. Temperatures this morning are bitter cold, upper teens, and feeling more like the mid teens because we still have that pretty breezy north wind. Cold front came through yesterday and reinforced the cold air that was sliding through the Ozarks, and we are going to continue to see the really chilly temperatures in the forecast tonight as well. Wind chill in the teens this morning. You need all the winter gear. It feels too early to be pulling out like our thickest parkas, doesn't it? But that's really the case. Today is that's what you need. We will have a south wind that develops through the day, but this evening and overnight tonight, I've got another really cold setup for us. What's happening is we have high pressure and control in the Ozarks. So even though we'll see high temps in the 40s today, when the sun goes down, we lose all that warm air, and lows tonight once again will be falling back into the low 20s. Factor in the breeze, it will feel more like 15 degrees early tomorrow morning. There's just no good news here with the cold temperatures. We are going to suffer here for the next probably 24 hours. And then I have some better news in the forecast as we move into the next couple of days. We will be warming up through the rest of the week. So we're in the 40s today. I have 50s back in the forecast tomorrow. We're in the 60s by the time we get to the end of the week. And there are very low rain chances in my extended forecast. I don't have much in the way of rainfall at all. That's nice. We'll get a little bit of a break from all the rainy conditions that we had last weekend. And we are looking at a high temperature today of 48 degrees. It maybe seems cold, but it's a pretty impressive warm up considering where we're starting this morning in the upper teens. We've got a ways to warm up. The sunshine will help us do that. Sunshine in a full effect today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I have mostly sunny skies. And really by the weekend, I think we have a couple of nice days to enjoy. Upper 60s for you on Saturday. We're still in the mid 60s on Sunday. Friday looks pretty nice too with the mid 60s there. And then I've got rain chances returning in the forecast as we head into the early part of next work week. Low in rain chance for the weekend, less than a 20% chance. But I think the chance for early next week, Monday, looks pretty good. We'll have some showers around by then. Today, the coldest of the next several, 48 again for the high temperature in the forecast. And I have numbers back into the 50s, 58 degrees for tomorrow. All right, here is the Rake Up Weather brain twister question this morning. Oh, I forgot to do around the country. Why don't we hit those headlines first before we get to that brain twister question? Around the country, record breaking cold for central plains and southern plains. We know that's happening. It'll be interesting to see once the final totals get in. I'll have an update for you tomorrow morning on who actually broke the record, who tied the record. By the way, the record for this morning in Springfield, 22 degrees. And depending on what side of town you're on, you're pretty close to that number early this morning as of 5 a.m. Snow showers for the Great Lakes. That's going to be in effect today. And parts of the upper Midwest are going to see some snowflakes fly again. And then the big story out on the West Coast, the atmospheric river bringing wet weather again to the Pacific Northwest. The temperatures are moderate. So most of that will result in rainfall for our friends in the Pacific Northwest. All right, now we'll get to that around the Ozarks wake up weather brain twister question that I left you with yesterday. This one, snow in the headlines. This question having to do with some snowfall too. The snowiest city in the world is in which country? And the options that I gave you were A, in Russia, B, Canada, C, Greenland, or D, Japan. You notice the United States is not an option here. If you guessed D, Japan, you are correct. And I don't think a lot of people typically think of Japan as being very snowy. However, it's Aomori City. I think that's how you pronounce it. Aomori City, Aomori. Extreme snowfall in that city in Japan. We have very cold Siberian winds. They sweep into Japan often in the winter months from the northwest. This happens starting in November. Cold air crosses over these very warm waters off of Japan's mountainous coastline. It gathers moisture, it quickly rises, it turns into snow, and then it dumps it all on Amori City. So that is the snowiest city in the world, and it is in Japan. If you entered Japan on aroundtheozarks.com, you are now entered to win that $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. If you didn't get it today, well, here's another chance for tomorrow. What famous classic novel began as an attempt to win a ghost story competition and then morphed and became this now infamous novel? Do you think it is A, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, B, Frankenstein, C, The Picture of Dorian Gray, or D, The Island of Dr. Moreau? Let me know what you think. You can enter your guess over on aroundtheozarks.com. Don't want to miss out on a chance to win that gift card for $20 to Scooter's Coffee. That's what we're giving away every single day here on Wake Up Weather. Thank you so much to Scooters for that awesome giveaway. And thanks for listening this morning to Around the Ozarks. If you need more weather information throughout the day, make sure you check out the website. You can find more on your forecast at aroundtheozarks.com. If you're not already doing so, make sure you subscribe. You can do that wherever you get your podcasts. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple. You may be watching us on Facebook or on YouTube. Make sure you like it and follow along for more updates. I'll be back with you early tomorrow morning. Stay warm this morning.